Oh shit! What dragon? What panther? Leopard? Right? What drunken? What tiger? Right? What else we got here, man? Eagle? What is going on? All you martial arts movie lovers, action movie maniacs, and a little bit of we're gonna throw a little bit of that exploitation action genre in there as well, especially today. What is going down? It's your boy Fat Samurai Guy back again with another live just for fun. Another excuse to hang out with you guys and talk film. Live movie dojo review. That's right. I was just like, boom, let's just do 4 films all at once. Not going to get into too much well, there's going to be spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. A spoiler alert. But each one of these movies, the review for them might be brief or long. It depends on how things are rocking and rolling. But welcome, all of you beautiful badasses. That's right. What's going on, guys? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with the Samurai Guy again on a Thursday night. Really appreciate that. And let's see who is in the house. What badasses are among us? Oh, shit. We got Mike Swift in the house. Steelbook. He's in the house. What's going on, brother? Oh, we got another certified badass channel member, Heather, in the house, flexing, doing the flexing now. What's going on? Oh, we got Horror Fanatic in the house. What's going on, man? Thanks for hanging out. And gonna hear the old Samurai Guy rant and review on some movies right here. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got today? Ooh. So if you're new here, thanks again for hanging out with the Samurai Guy. But this is the Movie Dojo. That's right. The wonderful place where we discuss martial arts cinema and action films and of all genres. That's how we roll, baby. And I decided to do 4. Well, 3 of them could be 2 or more exploitation, and the other 2 are more of revenge and action thriller era or fame. But let's see who else we got here today. Look at this badass is showing up. All right, let's have some fun. I don't want to keep stalling. Let's have some fun and hang out and talk movies. I'm going to start with 1980. We going all the way back, son. We're going all the way back. That's right. And I'm going to talk about The Hunter. That's right. Starring the icon himself, Steve McQueen. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, let's go and get into it. The Hunter, 1980, is a bittersweet experience watching this film because this was the last film that the icon himself, the King of Cool, Steve McQueen, starred in before he passed away. I believe he uh, was diagnosed with cancer, but he still filmed the scenes and finished the film. I think he got diagnosed with it early on. So it's a bittersweet experience watching The Hunter. But here's the funny thing is I had no idea because you got Steve McQueen being the badass. You know, he's in a movie called The Hunter where he plays a bounty hunter. And I did not know that this was an action comedy. It kind of threw me off. But here's a brief plot synopsis. Bounty hunter Ralph Papa Thorson is receiving death threats from a criminal he helped put away. This while his girlfriend is about to give birth, an event he isn't looking forward to. Directed by Buzz Kulik. That's right. Also starring the wonderful Eli Wallach. We have some LeVar Burton up in here, Ben Johnson, Tracy Walter, and many more. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about The Hunter. Let's see who. Oh, got other people showing up here. What's going on, Adam? How you doing, man? Adam showing up to hang out. So yeah, again, that kind of threw me off that it was a comedy. Like I was like, oh, because instantly we're introduced to Papa here, Papa Thorson, and he's just, he's a bounty hunter who kind of seems like he's past his prime, and he doesn't do everything by the book, and he's not even the best driver. He kind of almost runs people over. He's very reckless. He's a very reckless character. But he ends up having to pick up LeVar Burton, and it was a minor charge, but he took him to court, and they kind of ended up bonding afterwards, and he kind of got him a job, and he helps him out in this apartment, stuff like that. But yeah, they kind of became friends, and then later in the film, LeVar Burton's character kind of tries his best to defend Steve McQueen's character, Papa Thorson's girlfriend's life, but fails at that. But we're going to get into that a little bit. But yeah, so right off the bat, there's these comedic moments, like this tone, and I was kind of laughing. I was like, "Oh, that was a comedy." So right, like this scene, I was busting up laughing, man. Like when he goes to get this dangerous bounty hunter, bounty, and he goes and tries to fight him. It just goes horribly wrong. Like look at his face right there, and the musical score is like hilarious. Like he's just getting fucked up, and until he of course takes the guy out with the stun gun of the 1980s. Was interesting looking, by the way. It's kind of like it looked like a sandbag gun or something like that. But yeah, I was like busting up. I was like, oh, this is a comedy. Oh, we got more people showing up here. Oh, hold on a second. Oh my goodness. They waste no time, Heather. The sex bots are back. Oh. Okay, back to the review. Let me get back to you guys. Hold on. Oh, Heather says the stunts look amazing. Yes, we're gonna get into that that, and again, another thing that surprised me as well. But yeah, so you have the shenanigans of Papa Thorson, going from bounty to bounty. Sometimes it's going good for him, sometimes it's going bad for him, and he's trying to balance his relationship with his girlfriend, and they have their child. She refuses to get married. Her previous marriage was like terrible. So she says, like, why do that again? But they did have a kid together, and they're kind of living together, and they love each other, but there's a little back and forth because he doesn't really want to totally commit yet. He even has issues like taking her to go to the breathing exercises and stuff like that the couples do to kind of help prepare for the delivery. He's just kind of like, he doesn't know he doesn't know how to act or react. It feels uncomfortable for him, right? But of course, that comes into more comedy later in the movie. So while during some more shenanigans of him picking up other bounties, and yeah, we have an actually interesting kind of chase here, while these crazy guys try to run Papa Thorson over. They end up accidentally blowing their own car up with their own dynamite accidentally. I don't know how they survived, but again, it's a comedy. Yeah, but we had a little bit of chase here in the field with them, and Steve McQueen hijacked a a farming vehicle here, and so that was interesting. It's something different, something I haven't seen before. But despite all the comedy, the movie at some point starts to get a little serious. I was like, oh, we're getting a little serious now, and that's when our boy here receives a phone call from the character played by Tracy Walter. Rocco Mason gives him a call, and he goes, hey, I'm coming for you, and I'm coming to take whatever you have, and I'm coming for your girl, and I'm gonna kill you. So the tone shifted midway of the film. I was like, oh wow, what's going on here? And then we have these other scenes throughout the movie where clearly somebody's spying on him and following him. Like, who is this? And you find out later, Rocco was put away by McQueen, so he's out now. He wants revenge, and you even have a kind of a semi creepy scene where he kind of goes to because Papa Thorson's girlfriend's a teacher. And so he kind of goes to the school, Rocco does, and kind of just fucks with her, just with his voice outside the classroom. And she freaks out and she locks the door. That was interesting. I actually kind of liked that scene. I was like, all right, this movie's changing the tone here. I'm very, very surprised by that. But stunt work, man, is great. And by the end of the movie, there's one more bounty he's trying to get. And it's like a finale. Like, I was very surprised, and it gets dead on serious. There's no comedy for the third act here, and he's trying to get this character right here, and it starts off. This is the cool thing, guys, and it actually starts off as he shows up to his apartment. They're shooting each other. They're going back and forth, and then it goes from a foot chase, right? And then they end up on the train. And then we have some action here on the train. And then we have all these stunts going on the train. I was like really impressed. And then after the after the stunts on the train stops, the chase continues, and then we have more action shenanigans in vehicles now. So I'm like, dude, I was like really impressed. Like, I was like, wow, this is like entertaining. Like, I was not expecting the finale to be or the third act to be this. I thought he was going to show up to the apartment, they're going to shoot back and forth, and then McQueen will capture Papa Thorson will capture the bounty. But no, it was like a long, exciting chase with some very, very awesome whatchamacallit, very awesome stunt work. I was very impressed. Here we got some there. There we go. Adam says, I love McQueen, so I need to watch this. Yeah, I mean, hey, what's going on? Morning Star, how you doing? What's going down? Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I get all the sex bots out of here. Oh, my goodness. All right. Sex bots. Oh. But then, of course, remember, these are spoilers for these movies. Our character of Rocco, who's like high-tech machine guns, everything, he ends up capturing Papa Thorson's girlfriend, takes her to the school, calls Papa Thorson. He's like, hey, you want her? You need to come get her. And we have a little bit of an action climax here between Rocco and McQueen, or Papa Thorson. Well, I don't know if it was meant to be funny or not. But it was like an intense, dark scene. Like, ever since this scene, the tone shifted. It got a little bit more serious. And then, I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but when he's trying to shoot McQueen in the school and he's chasing him, he's just yelling, Papa! He keeps yelling, Papa! And I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of making me laugh. I don't know if that's supposed to be on purpose or not. But it made me laugh. And of course, it's, you can't take Steve McQueen down now. Come on now. It's the McQueenie. You know what I'm saying? The king of cool. So of course he uses his smarts and bests our villain here. And then the movie goes back to comedy, and he has to rush his girlfriend to the hospital. All the breathing exercises that he refused to learn, he's like using them, and he ends up passing out at the hospital. But I mean, it's McQueen, man. The guy's such a good actor. He could do comedy. He could do romantic movies. He could do action. And we all know he loves driving. He loves driving them cars, man. You know what I'm saying? Bullet, the motorcycle and Great Escape. So overall, and many more, of course. Overall, The Hunter, very entertaining film. Now, is it Bullet? No. Is it The Great Escape? No. Is it The Getaway? No. However, hey, it sucks that this was his last movie, but I'd rather an actor go out on a very entertaining, fun film than garbage. You know what I mean? So, hey, overall, plus with this crazy stunt work that was very unexpected. I mean, this is some Jackie Chan super cop shit. This is like some Police Story 3 stuff here. Didn't expect that. So overall, man, hey, Samurai Guy gives The Hunter a B plus. Really enjoyed it, and R.I.P. McQueen for sure. All right, and who else is in the house? What's going on, Mason? What's going down? Reza's in the house. The sex bot has been around all YouTube. I know. I just keep, like I said, it's like the bubble wrap, man. Just keep popping it. I'll just keep doing that. We got a question here. Chase, what's going on, man? PhatSamuraiGuy, thoughts in the spinning lightsabers that can be used as a helicopter and make the Inquisitors fly. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know. Did I miss that in the trailer? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing to say about that one. I would have to see it. It's a little odd. It's a little weird, but I would have to see it. But that is kind of strange. But yeah, I give the Hunter a B plus. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Next up, we have now I didn't even mean to watch this right away. I was watching Blood Games, and after Blood Games, it went straight into Mad Foxes, and I just I didn't mean to watch Mad Foxes. I was going to watch Mad Foxes at some point, and I just sat there and I just kept watching. I was like, all right, I might as well just keep watching this, and oh boy, oh boy, we are gonna get into it. What's up, champ? I talked about She-Hulk yesterday. I did the live stream, man. I did the trailer reaction. All right, here we go. Let's get into 1981. Mad Foxes. Let's do it. All right, let's get into some mad foxes. They're mad. All those foxes. Let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, 1981. Plot synopsis. Let's go. It's very short and sweet here. A man seeks revenge after a biker gang murders his family. There you go. Directed by Paul Grau and stars Jose Gras, Laura Primica, Andrea Albani, and Menti, many others. Oh my goodness. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into some mad. They're mad. They are mad. Okay. All right. So action, biker exploitation fans unite. Revenge fans unite. This movie is definitely for if you like that kind of genre, and I do. But there's one problem with this movie. We'll get into it when he's talking about it right now. So the movie, we got our rich, handsome playboy. He's out and about with his lady friend, styling and profiling, walking that aisle. You know what I'm saying? Limousine riding, jet flying. Okay. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. And he's out with his girl here. Girlfriend number one he's out with. And we get the douchebag bikers showing up, and they're automatically fucking with him. And even the leader here kind of spits in his face, at that point, don't even engage in conversation. Just roll up the window and tell the guy, go fuck yourself, roll up the window and just drive away from them, right? You'd think that he would drive away from the biker gang just to kind of get away and just fuck you, we're out, right? No. Our hero of the movie, right, as soon as the light turns green, our hero of the movie kind of drives and speeds between both bikers, causing one of the bikers to just, I don't know, this stunt was crazy, man. I don't know how this guy didn't die, but one of the bikers ends up, going this way off track and just slams right into a parked car. The bike explodes and the guy flies way over the car. So the character is dead. So just keep that in mind. That just happened, right? So yeah, this right here, like this happened, right? So if this happened to you and you were the kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, I think after that you probably like maybe go report it to the cops or maybe you would not go partying right after this. I'm like, wait a minute. It's like Mad Max can get away with that shit, right? Because it's a post-apocalyptic world and there's no law. So Mad Max can get away with that. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck somebody up and then I'm gonna have a beer or something like that, right? But no, right after this, and it's not like he didn't know this happened. The bike was right next to his car. So no, fuck it. Fuck it. Let me take my girl out. We're gonna go to clubbing. We're gonna get some drink on. I'm gonna get her drunk. This is our hero, guys. Like, wait a minute. So, what do you think happened next? What do you think happens next? What do you think? Right? Instead of them going to the cops, guess what happens next? Well, they catch up with them, and it doesn't go too well for the girl, and they beat the shit out of the guy. So, what do you think our hero would do at this point? Our hero, right? You think he'd be like, all right, now the revenge starts. That's all you need, right? That's enough to go on your revenge vigilante hunt, right? No, no. This is what our hero does. Hey, is this the dojo? Is this the jobber dojo for jobbers? Hey, you know what? Last night I took a hot lady friend out. Yeah, she was hot. Remember that? Oh yeah. I took her out last night and we got jumped by some dick bikers. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, get all your martial arts friends together from the douchebag dojo and let's kick these guys' ass and get revenge. And oh, yeah, it didn't go too well for my girlfriend. But we broke up now and you're never going to see her again ever in the movie. We're not even going to have a scene where I visit her in the hospital to see how she's doing. No, fuck it. This is our hero. This is the hero of the movie. Okay. All right, let's keep going. You don't choose the party, Samurai. The party choose you. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, so I'm like, what? Okay, let's just go with it. Fine. All right. So, for their dead friend that happened earlier, the codpiece wearing uh bikers here have a funeral for their friend, and the leader's doing this big old like, he's gonna go to Valhalla speech, right? So we have this. Well, then our hero shows up, right? He shows up being really cocky. Like he shows up to the location being cocky. I'm like, okay, all right, he's gonna fight back. He's gonna fight back with his martial arts buddies. Oh no. No, 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 no. Hey, all my martial arts friends are here to they're gonna kick your ass, and I'm not even gonna come down there and dirty my shoes. I'm not gonna even bother. Because they're here and I'm rich, so I don't really need to do anything. I don't even really need to visit my girlfriend, my first girlfriend of the movie. Yeah, so peace out. He doesn't even join the fight. He just pisses off. And then we have this amazing scene where you think all the martial arts dudes from the jobber dojo would show up, in regular clothes and kick the bikers dude's ass, right? No, no, they show up in their geese. This is amazing. This is amazing. They show up in their fucking geese and they have this fight, Royal Rumble. And by the way, I already hate this jobber dojo group of dudes because they're cocky enough to show up in their gi and it's for a street fight. So they're already eliminated themselves of being cool. They're already done. And the fact that the biker guys were kind of holding their own, like it took a long time and they were outnumbered. Look, there's only a few of these dudes, and there's an army of karate dudes that show up. They were kind of getting their butts kicked, so I hated them even more. But they got the upper hand on the bikers, so let's keep it going here. All right, media glitch, what's going on? It's the legend here. We talking about it's action exploitation day over here. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Gonna get you back on the channel very soon. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Oops. What happened there? I think I lost the thing. Okay. What's up, MK? What's going on? Hey, Phat Samurai, by the way, you totally look like a Bob in real life. A Bob? What is that? All right, anyway, let's keep going here. So I'm like really already kind of annoyed already with our hero of the movie. And so we went from this amazing sequence to another even a more amazing sequence. So what do you think is going to happen, right? When you show up in your gi, thinking you're badass, outnumbering some biker dudes that they have guns and shit. Like, what do you think's going to happen, right? So an amazing sequence went to another amazing sequence. What about Bob? Oh, I got you. He looks like what about Bob? Anyway, so what do you think happened next? So you got all the douchebag martial art dojo jobber guys working out and greasing up and doing all this shit. And oh yeah, like even the leader dude is like he's like the leader of the dojo. He's like hanging out, leaning up like this. He's got a little nunchucks. He's like twirling it and shit. I was like, fuck these guys, man. I'm like, fuck these dudes, man. So guess what happens? The whole biker gang shows up in the dojo and completely obliterates everyone. They threw a grenade. They threw a grenade first. They threw a grenade first, and then came in there and fucked everybody up. And I'm saying I am not here to root for the villains, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you're that cocky walking around with your fucking gi, twirling your little nunchucks, you're going to get cut. All right. You're going to get bloated up. All right. So, yeah, another I was like, holy shit. Did that just happen? Meanwhile, what do you think? Meanwhile, what do you think our hero is doing right now? What do you think he's doing? What do you think he's doing? I'm out, baby. Looking good, looking fine. Oh, yeah. And guess what? I got a brand new girlfriend because I'm all about the women. I'm all about the chicks. What? What do you mean my martial arts friend got killed and his entire dojo is dead? I don't give a fuck. It's time to go hunting with my brand new girlfriend. So he goes back to his rich parents and family's house. He's over there riding horses with his brand new girl. He completely forgot about the girl in the beginning of the movie. And he's just having the time of his life. And I'm like thinking, you know what? In another movie, this rich asshole who doesn't fight or defend himself or stand for anything probably would end up being the villain in another movie. And I'm just like, what is it going to take for this guy to get some balls or at least show that he's alive and knows what's going on? So, of course, the nunchuck twirling douchebag movie dojo leader guy, he gives up his friend. He's like, fuck it. They're like, tell us where he is. So he gives him up and then he gets killed. So they're trying to hunt him. They show up at the parking lot, the apartment complex, right? The parking lot. They kill some people down there. So he knows what's going on. It's not like he's not oblivious to this mass murder. And the people in his area in the parking lot got killed. But no, fuck it. I'm gonna go riding some horses. I'm gonna get a new dame, and we gonna have the time of our lives. We're rich. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got to worry about nothing. I was like, what is going on? And we even had a scene. I'm like, dude, movie, you are failing, making me like your hero. We even have a scene where he's out with the girl. He's like, hey, I do whatever I want because I get all the ladies and I'm rich and I got the booba the baba the beeba the baba the boo. I ain't got to worry about mass murders that have happened that are close to me. Fuck it. Beebly bobbly boobly. Oh, look at that up there. It's an airplane. Boom. He shoots at the airplane. I'm like, what is happening? Movie. What is happening, movie? You are failing. He shoots at the airplane as a joke. I mean, obviously he's not going to hit it, but just to show the douchebaggery, egotistical cockiness that this guy has, our loving hero. I'm like, what is happening? So of course they find out. Oh my god! So first they find out. Now they know where he lives. So the biker gang's coming for his. They come into his house, and I'm not going to spoil it, even though this is a spoiler review. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show anything like that. Okay. But all I'm going to say is people get fucked up. These guys have no mercy, and they're enjoying every minute of it. Like these people get fucked up in this movie, man. I was like, whoa. So finally, even though I kind of ruined some of the spoilers of the plot synopsis, it's fine. So finally, after everyone's dead now, he comes back from his hunting, horse riding, shooting at random airplanes expedition, getting laid and shit. He comes back. Oh, now I'm concerned. Oh, weepy eyed me. Oh, woe is me. Oh, I'm sad now. It had to get to this level. For this guy to show any concern or any balls. It had to get to that level, man. It's like, really? Really? Like, oh my God. So, anyway, let's keep it going. So now it's revenge time. Now I have balls. Oh my God. So, I'm not going to say, even though I hate the hero, I'm not going to say, I didn't enjoy him going after douchebag. So, his douchebag killing another douchebags. It was entertaining. We had some more cool stunts. We had some body counts. We had some tight in close fighting confrontations, and it's all very entertaining stuff, man. Ooh, right in the bread basket right there. Ooh, look at that. What is that? Schmuckers. We got some strawberry jam there. Mm. But yeah, very very entertaining revenge part. Even though it's literally like very at the very end of the movie, but I'll take it at this point. Um, I have to. Oh, hold on. Damn it! I lost you again. Hold on. Fuck it. Fuck it. I didn't want to spoil the ending. Fuck it. I'm gonna spoil the ending because it's so insane. I have to talk about it. So, hold on a second. Get comments here. I lost the comments for a second. Hold on. Where are you? We got some lagging going on. Hold on, guys. What happened? What happened? I'm not sure what happened. No. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why I can't see you guys anymore, guys. Let me type something in. Let's see if that brings you back. Come on. What happened? I don't know where he went. You gotta love being live, man. Let's see if I can bring you guys up on my phone. Hold on one second, guys. And maybe I can see your comments from the phone on YouTube there. Hold on. Yay, StreamYard. Good job. All right. Maybe I can get you guys here. Let me hold on. Let me back out, go back in. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't know why it just the whole comment section just disappeared. So I'm bootlegging it, baby. We're gonna make it work. I'm bootlegging it. Hold on. Oh my god. We went ghetto today. Let me scoot this over. Hold on. Okay, cool. I won't be able to highlight anything, but I appreciate you still you can still see me and enjoy and hang out. So yeah, it's weird. I'm not, it's completely invisible over here. So all right, let's keep it going. All right, so finally, we have our revenge. So so after revenge, bloody, bloody, bloody revenge, uh he goes back to his new girlfriend. I think this is girlfriend number 5 now. Back to his apartment. And I was kind of like saying to myself, whatever happened to the leader? Because right after hold on, I'm trying to see if I can. That's all right. I was kind of wondering what happened to the leader because once he gets attacked here, and we have our fight earlier, he kind of disappears from the movie, and I kind of forgot about him, to be honest. So we got douchebag bikers all killed by this asshole, douchebag hero. And then he goes back to his apartment. And even though it was still fun and entertaining, I hate the hero. I hate him. And so he goes back to his girlfriend number 5 and basically gets ambushed by the leader. You thought you got rid of me. You thought you got rid of me. Even the movie thought they got rid of me. Well, I'm back, baby. And guess what? I'm not just back in black and back in fashion. Guess what? I rigged the entire building with bombs and we all going out. So what do you think happens next? Well, of course, our hero moves his girlfriend out of the way. He does a running, jumping sidekick on the leader of the biker gang, who flies out of the window and falls all the way down to his death. And then both our hero and girl embrace, and then we have credits. No, fuck that. Guess what happens, guys? I'm gonna blow it up. Damn you all to hell. You blew it up. And then it cuts back to our hero going, no, as he's grabbing his girlfriend. A bootleg explosion happens on screen, and then the end pops up. I shit you not. My mouth was like, I was like, what? Did that just happen? Did that just happen? Oh my God. And you know what? I applaud. I applaud this ending. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, everybody die. Everybody fucking die in this movie. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Because you never liked this douchebag. From the beginning, he showed up in the movie. You never liked this dude. So fuck it. Hey, have him show up at the end. Obviously, they didn't have a budget to blow up a whole building, right? So it's like some cartoony superimposed like explosion happens, and then the end. That's it. So yeah, I got to go ahead and rate this sumbitch. This was a wild ride. This was just violent, action. There's some stunts, crazy shit. I'm never gonna forget the Dojo ambush. I don't think I've ever seen that in any other movie. So it balances out because I hate the hero so much, but it was still enough in there to entertain me. So I'm going to give Mad Foxes a solid B. There's definitely above average. There's a lot of violence and entertainment in there for you, especially if you're into biker exploitation flicks. And if we had more likable hero, it may have been a B plus to an A minus. Like if we actually cared about this dude. But here's what's interesting, and I don't know if you guys know about this, is uh whatchamacallit, no, you guys you're still missing from here. That sucks. That's okay. I can still see you over here. Um is when I put together the little intro for tonight's video for Mad Foxes, I found a German trailer. In that German trailer, there is way more. There is way more. They show more, you know what? And they show it looks like a little bit more action, and and I think there's a little bit more violence. And I might be because remember I watched this on Tubi, so I don't know if this was like a theatrical release or if there's an uncut available. Because if you watch the German trailer for Mad Foxes, you can kind of see a little bit more that they actually did fuck up the leader. Because when they show up, they kind of just jump the leader, and then you kind of distracted by other things like everybody else fighting, and then the leader just disappears from the movie. But in the German trailer, it looks like they injured him or maimed him or something. So if there's an unrated version that has more action and more violence, I'm probably going to change my review. To be honest, I'll give it a B plus. But I have to check Blu-ray. I don't know Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know who released Mad Foxes on Blu-ray, but yeah, if it's unrated, sure, I'll definitely check it out. So who else we got? Let's see. Everyone dies. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're on a roll here. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. That was Mad Foxes. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to 1989 now, and we're going to talk about briefly. Hold on a second. The Ministry of Vengeance. Vengeance. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm just going back and forth to see if you guys appear. It's all good. I can still see you over here. All right. Let's talk about it. 1989. Let me scroll up a little bit here. Let's see here. All right, here we go. All right. Directed by Peter Mars, starring Ken Abraham, Ned Beatty, Brody Greer, and actually some other badasses too. We have Yaphet Kotto, who's always a great actor. That guy. I don't think I've seen him in a bad performance. James Tolkien as Colonel Freeman. That's right. Slacker. That's right, from the Back to the Future movies. And I don't know why they don't have him listed. He's like the star of the movie, but we have John Schneider for all you Dukes of Hazzard fans there. So, all right, hold on a second here. All right. Give me one more second here. Any of you mods are here, and if I can't get to the bots, go ahead and get rid of them for me. All right. All right. Back to the badasses here. All right. Plot synopsis for Ministry of Vengeance. A minister's family is killed by Arab terrorists, and he takes revenge. All right. Simple. And I was already sold. I mean, from that plot synopsis, I was like, oh, I gotta see this. We got a preacher that's like turned Punisher. Oh yeah. So before I get into the film, there's actually a lot of fans for this movie. So again, if you guys are like huge A+ rating fans for Ministry of Vengeance, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the movie, but Samurai Guy has some issues. So right away, thank you, Heather. You're awesome. Right away, this image right here, I'm like, yo, let's go. This is why I'm here. This is what's bringing me to the dance. Look at the badass. He's got the priest outfit on. He's got a fucking Uzi. Let's go. Punisher, preacher. Let's do it. Well, the movie doesn't really. It sets up that premise, but it doesn't really deliver how I wanted it to deliver. So the movie starts out with our hero. We're back in Vietnam, and we're gonna call him Colonel Slacker. We're gonna call him Colonel Slacker. He's his superior officer, and basically our hero's known to go down. He's very good at no fear. He'll go down in those tunnels, clear out whoever's down there, and the men could safely go through to the other side. And one day he goes down there. The first guy that goes before him, he doesn't make it. So when he goes in there, obviously because he's a badass, he makes his way through. But then he comes into gunfire, and it was kind of blurry, but it looked like it was blurry when I watched it on Tubi, but it kind of looked like it was a young female. And so he had no choice because she was going to throw a bomb at him. So he's just like, he even told her, no, stop. But he had to kill her. So after that and getting out from the war, he basically decided to say, you know what, I'm completely done with violence, right? And he became a minister, right? And his whole purpose was basically to help those in need. And it's a very just thing to do, right? He wants to go out there and do some good. Unfortunately, it doesn't go well. He has a wife and daughter. They're traveling, and at the airport, terrorists show up. The kid gets killed, and the wife gets killed right in front of him. And him and the main villain lock eyes. They lock eyes before the main villain leaves. Of course, he can't just go right back to being a minister. I mean, a couple of times he tries to lead do a sermon and stuff, and he just can't do it because as you do, it's a very traumatic experience, right? So he gets to the point where he goes to visit Yaphet Kotto. They're part of the CIA, and he's like, "What are you guys doing about this?" And Yaphet Kotto's like all nice to him. He's all like, "Well, we're looking into it. Just rest assured, we'll find him." And it's blah blah blah. And he calls bullshit. He's like, "You guys aren't going to do anything. You're not." And he gets up and leaves. And then he starts getting a little bit of that vigilante revenge Punisher vibes, and he decides to leave the church and go hunting for the teaming up just to kind of get back into training with Colonel Slacker here. But the CIA called Colonel Slacker in. They're like, "Look, man, I don't know what your relationship is with this kid or with this guy, but he's going to fuck everything up, right? Us CIA, we are out there to hunt the leader. All right, we're out there to hunt the leader. We have plans for the leader. We're waiting on intel. If he goes out there and tries to kill him and fucks it up, this is gonna fuck everything up. So if he goes over there, we're giving you orders, Colonel Slacker, to go over there with him and take him out. If you need to take him out, take him out." So the movie gets a little interesting. I was like, "Oh wow, this is like the shit hits the fan here." Well, this is where again we have a hero where he's not he is nowhere as bad as this guy. Okay, he's nowhere as bad as this guy, but he did do some things that bothered me, and I know it was on purpose, and I know it was for the plot, but it was still kind of annoying to me. So as soon as he goes over there, he meets up with Ned Beatty here, and this is Brother Otis. He goes over to meet Brother Otis, and he's posing as a minister that wants to help the needy out there and join the cause and join his church. So of course, Brother Otis, helps him in, accepts him in easily and stuff like that. But what's annoying is like he's supposed to be undercover. He's not supposed to let anybody know why he's really there. Well, as soon as he sits down, the first day of dinner, he sits down with Brother Otis, and all these other people, he's already asking the whereabouts of the main villain. And Brother Otis and everybody else is looking at him like, we're not supposed to be saying that word, that name around here. That's like fucking, Voldemort. Like, we're not supposed to be saying that name, And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're supposed to be undercover. Like, you're not supposed to let people know why you're there. Well, somebody overhears and they want revenge on the main villain. So she she's kind of a badass, but she helps. He gets in locking and loading, and they break into the area where the villain is. And he has the villain perfectly in his shot, in his sights. Could easily pull the trigger, be done, get his revenge, go home, have a cheeseburger, right? Yeah, well, he gets cold feet. He completely freaks out and just doesn't do it. And unfortunately, by him making this decision, now you could say, well, plot wise, it might make a little sense because he's been a preacher for a long time. He hasn't really killed anyone in a long time. He's having second thoughts, right? But unfortunately, this one decision gets so many people killed. The girl that helped him, dead, right? They end up raiding the church, kill everybody. All the soldiers protecting the church, dead. People inside the church, dead. Brother Otis, rest in peace, Brother Otis, dead. He gets so many people dead. And probably the most intense action sequence in terms of stunt work and stuff like that was the raid on the church. That was probably the best action sequence in the whole movie, which is not good because you came to see this guy wreck shop. So you can already see where my disappointment is starting to settle in, right? So him, the girl that's helping, who used to help Brother Otis when Brother Otis was still alive, and Slacker, because he was down there, they all get taken in by the villain. And guess what happens, right? Well, something almost happens to the girl, but she gets away, and you never see her anymore throughout the whole movie. And they were kind of setting her up to be like this important character, and she just disappears. But Slacker gets tortured. You think he gets dead or gets killed. Our guy here, he gets tortured because they're trying to get information and whatnot. But yeah, the church sequence, this raid right here, I forgot to click on this earlier. This was like the best in terms of intense, like, oh shit, what's actually going to happen here, and everybody getting fucked up. So this was like the best part of the movie for me in terms of action sequence. So finally, our hero gets free, and he finally starts fighting back. And he does pretty good in the action sequences. He takes a decent amount of dudes out and kills our main villain. The problem with me is that it just felt a little too late, man. I was just I know maybe plot wise and story wise, I'm sure everything made sense. And again, like I was saying, there's a lot of fans for this movie, but I came to see him fuck dudes up and maybe continue like this, like maybe continue being a minister slash vigilante, like he's a minister in the daytime, but at night he's out there fucking dudes up. I mean, that would be really entertaining to see a character like that, right? But yeah, he just kind of he ends. What's really bad is you find out later that the main villain actually has been working with the CIA, and that's why they don't want him killed. And that's because he's like giving them intel. And Slacker is there basically, and he shows up. He's like, "Hey, kid, just run away, man. I don't have to kill you. Just run away." And we can't kill the main villain. He's got intel. I was sent here to stop you. They wanted me to kill you, but I don't like, you're my buddy. I don't want to do that. So run away. And then like 5 seconds after that, our main villain tries to kill our hero, and then Slacker gets in the way and gets killed. So I was just like, oh God. So like, and then again, I wanted a more satisfying finale. I wanted him to, if you're gonna have the deer in the headlights plot, you better damn well have our hero go fucking berserker's barrage by the end of your movie. When he finally makes the decision, all right, I'm taking everybody out. No more hesitation. everyone's going down because I'm a specialist. The movie sets up that he was a specialist. He's, so that's what I was expecting. So definitely not bad. And I'm gonna give Ministry of Vengeance a B minus. I'm gonna give it a B minus. I'm gonna be fair with it. It definitely had its entertaining moments, especially the church sequence was pretty intense. But yeah, it's not a terrible movie, and I do not hate the hero as much as the only thing I hated the hero is just that it took him too long to finally fight back. That's about it though for Ministry of Vengeance. But yeah, solid movie, solid movie. All right, so this is our last review of the day. Oh man, this movie, wow. And half of me doesn't really want to spoil it. Half of me kind of just wants to recommend it to you guys because that's the best way to experience this movie. And another shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Aaron Penn from Cult of Cinema. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. But I knew about the film, like I always seen the cover and stuff like that, but I never seen a trailer. I never looked into it to watch it. But Aaron on his channel didn't spoil it, and he told everybody watching, go in blind. So if you guys don't want to hear the spoilers, and if you want to go in blind, you can watch it on Tubi and then come right back and hear what I have to say. So I'll give you that warning at least, because because it was very unexpected, especially the kind of type of movie that it kind of advertises itself as at first. Was not expecting at all for the movie to turn into what it turned into. So let's go ahead and get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And let's talk about Blood Games. All right, here we go. Blood Games 1990. All right. Remember, spoilers now. I gave you guys a chance. The film is directed by Tanya Rosenberg, starring the lovely stunt queen herself, Laura Albert. And if you're unfamiliar with her, look her up, man. Look her up on IMDb and go to the stunt section. You're going to be blown away of all the movies that she has been in. For sure. Also starring Ken Carpenter, let's see, Gregory Scott Cummins, Lee Benton, Ross Hagen, the immortal Ross Hagen, and many others. And George Buck Flower returns to the channel. Check out my review of Sorority Babes and the Slimorella or Slimorella, something like that. I reviewed that for fun not too long ago. But yeah, George Buck Flower, who's always the homeless drunk in every movie. Yeah, so here's the I'm not even going to read the plot synopsis. I'm going to go into it. And I don't have that many photos. But let's go ahead and talk about Blood Games. So right off the bat, when you start watching the film, you're like, "Oh, this is a TNA movie." Okay. You're like, "All right. This is sleaze TNA." And there's lots of cinematography in this movie, and if that's what you're going for, well, you're not going to be disappointed. So that's kind of how the movie is advertised. I was like, okay, so cinematography, we've got a exploitation movie. Let's see where this goes. And again, when I went in blind, I didn't even read the plot synopsis. I listened to Aaron. I went in blind and just hit play. And so right off the bat, we're out here with this town. It's kind of small town, and we have very lovely ladies out there, and they're almost like, imagine if like it's your birthday, right? And there's Laura, there's the lovely Laura Albert and the badass Laura Albert, stunt woman right there, stunt legend. Imagine it's your birthday or whatever, and your dad's like, he's got money, and he's like, "Hey, son, I got, you love basketball, right?" He's like, "Yeah, Dad." He's like, "Hey, let's have a basketball game. But hey, I'm bringing the hottest Hooter girls ever to play basketball against you and your friends. So have fun. So that's basically what happened here. So we have Ross Hagen, who's like the coach of all these lovely ladies. But the funny thing is, these ladies can play. Like they're legit athletes, which was entertaining. They're like legit athletes. They're not out there going, ah, like they're just goofing around trying to be cute because they're paid to be entertainment, to be eye candy, right? But no, they're like want to win, right? So they're like kicking the crap out of the main villain's son's team. They're like totally kicking the crap out of them. And then I never, it's been a long time since I wanted somebody to die right at the beginning of the movie. And all these drunk douchebag assholes, they're trying to feel them up. They're like, like during the game, they're like messing with them and, trying to distract them. And I was like, fuck these dudes, man. And then the worst, when they were losing, the worst was the main villain's son. Let me get the character's name again. Hold on. Roy Collins. He like straight, one of the girls is trying to steal to home, and he straight elbows her in the face. And I like grabbed my seat over here. I was like, motherfucker. I was like, fuck these dudes, man. Seriously, these guys are horrible. Like, just straight wow. Like, I'm like, what the hell's going on? So the girls are getting pissed off. They're like, what is happening? Right? What's going on? So they're like, fuck these dudes. We're gonna beat these guys at their own game. So they like they got good revenge. They threw the ball right in the guy's ball sack, fucked him up. I was like, thank you. Yeah, let's go. And they win. They actually win the game. And they get back on their bus before they go to the next town. Well, Ross Hagen, who's the coach, he meets up with the main villain's the main villain. He meets up with Roy's dad. I'm gonna call him just Mr. Collins. Let me see, Mino Collins. I'm just calling him Mr. Collins. And he's like, "Yo, where's my money? You paid for us to come out here. Where's my money?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll give it to you by tonight." And he's like, "If you don't have my money, I'm coming for you. We're gonna have problems." He's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm a man of my word." So later that night, you get to know the girls a little bit, and old Buck Flowers shows up. Excuse me, old Buck Flowers shows up, and he gives like some chump change to Hagen, and Hagen's like, "What the fuck is this? This is not what we were promised." So Hagen's like, "Fuck this dude." Hagen's like packing heat, grabs his pistol, shows up to the bar because they're still having the birthday party at the bar for Roy, and kind of fucks up Roy's dad in the bathroom, and he like robs him at gunpoint and ties him up, puts some tape around his face, and leaves him in the stall. So it was kind of funny because this movie's like comedy. So you have cinematography, you get a TNA movie, but you get legitimate funny moments. So you have people. He's in the stall yelling for help, but people are like, "God damn, what you eating there, boy?" Like, yeah, kind of like goofy, funny moments in right here. So again, the tone is okay. They're just douchebags, but the girls got the better of them, right? Oh, it gets fucking nuts now. Like it escalates. I was like, what this movie's fucking crazy. Was not expecting it. So we have to where you think is going to be a nice little fun little TNA comedy with some girls dealing with some douchebags turns into Roy and his drunken friend trying to basically, doing the hard R on two of the other girls, and they're trying to fight back and stuff like that. Well, Ross Hagen shows up, and Roy gets the better of Ross Hagen and ends up stabbing him. So Ross Hagen's bleeding out, and then they run off. They get Ross Hagen back to the bus. They're trying to get away, and as they're driving away, Roy and his friend, this douchebag right here, Roy and his friend start blasting the bus as the girls are trying to drive away. And one girl gets shot in the head. I'm like, dude, what is happening? Like, I was not expecting this. Like, I thought this was like, oh, this is looking like a Fred Olin Ray movie or an Andy Sidaris type film, right? But it's fucking violent and crazy, man. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like kind of on the edge of my seat, like watching this. And the girls are freaking out. And it doesn't look good for the father. He bleeds out and he ends up dying. And then basically, Collins gets free. Oh yeah. As they're driving away, they end up pinning Roy to a trash can. So Roy's dead. So that's a plus. But his friend gets away. And then, not expecting the movie to turn into what it turned into, the movie becomes a fucking hunt movie. The dad comes out. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you guys $1,000 each if we go kill these bitches." Everybody arms up. The town arms up, or at least the douchebags with them, and they go hunting, basically to kill, because they killed his son. He wants revenge, and the movie turns into what started off as a little TNA cinematography, fun, eye candy comedy, turns into a straight up fight for survival. And I was like, dude, this movie is, I can't believe I've never seen this movie before. And these girls, I was loving it. They were like, fuck these dudes, man. We're going to fight back. We're going to try to survive. And they try to escape. And we get some cool stunts. We get some actually fun stunt work in this. Again, not expecting that. And some pretty good violence, but they try to get out of the town. They can't get out. So they end up basically getting out of the bus and just running into the forest and trying to survive. So these girls are now getting hunted by a rabid group of douchebags in the forest. Hey, we came out here, we got paid to be eye candy and have fun playing some baseball. And now we're fighting for our lives in the forest. And again, this part of the film, I was like, where's this movie going now? For what started out, again, I'm going to repeat myself a lot. For a TNA's comedy type movie, we get to this scene right here. This character here, what's her name? I don't want to spend too much time trying to look for her. But she's like a badass, and she stops and takes a stand. She's like, look, we have to fight back. We can't just run from these guys all night, all day. We got to take a stand at some point. And I was like, okay, here we go. I mean, they were already fighting back out of just survival purposes, right? But now she's like, let's not run anymore. So you have that big moment. So when you get moments like this in movies, right? What usually happens, right? We're finally going to fight back. Fuck this. Fuck these guys. Let's do it. And she does it. Two girls go with her and the rest separate. And at this point in the movie, I was like, okay, here's the moment, right? Here's the moment where they're all going to band together and become John Rambo somehow. And they're all going to take out the villains and fight back. Because that's the kind of scene it was. No, two girls went with her and the rest of the girls went with Babe, who's Laura Albert's character. And I literally was like, what is going to happen now? I'm asking questions. I'm invested, in what I thought was a TNA movie, TNA comedy. I literally did not know what was going to happen next after this scene. Because I figured if just one, if she by herself said, fuck you, I'm going to fight back on my own, she's dead, right? But the other two went with her. And guess what happens? They all fight back, the three, and they actually take out some dudes. But then the movie throws you for a loop, and not all of them make it. I'm not going to tell you which ones. I'll leave some suspense. But I was just like, at this point in this movie, I was like completely like, where are we, like, in a good way, where are we going and what's going to happen next? Because you think something's going to happen. It doesn't happen that way, and it goes another direction. And I'm kind of like not at all expecting this kind of movie to kind of pretty much give me, you know, what is that? Oh, I'm checking some of your trying to catch up with you guys now. MKF30 says, sounds like Judgment Night with chicks in the jungle. Yeah, but Judgment Night didn't advertise itself as a whole bunch of shirtless hot guys, and you see all of their dicks first, and then the rest of Judgment Night happened. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. Yeah, so again, things don't go well for everyone, and it's just very intense altercation and back and forth. And oh man, I wanted this character to die so bad. This guy became worse than Roy. I really wanted his dick to blow up. Like I want I wanted I spit on your grave, cut the dick off, sit in the bathtub scene. Like this guy deserved, especially what he did in the movie. I won't ruin that. But yeah, I'm glad he did die though. They gunned him down, but the dick needed to go first. But yeah, just when you thought a movie was going a certain way and they were going to fight back, the movie throws you for a loop. And so again, I spoiled a lot, but we have a nice little fun climax, and it was very entertaining and movies that surprise me. As long as you guys been following me on the channel, stay with me a lot more than like Doctor Strange. We really enjoyed that one, right? We had a lot of fun with that one for what it was. Probably not going to remember it that, maybe 5 years from now, right? But I'll remember Blood Games because it totally subverted my expectation. I hate saying that, but in a good way, not in the Last Jedi way. So yeah, I couldn't help myself but to give Blood Games an A-, man. I'm giving Blood Games an A-. And big shout out to Laura Albert. That's right, the stunt queen. Straight badass. So that is it. So quick rundown for the night before we wrap it up. Thanks to everyone for hanging out with the Samurai Guy. So really quickly, I gave The Hunter a B+. Mad Foxes got a B. Ministry of Vengeance got a B-. And of course, Blood Games gave me an A-. Gave me an A-. What? I gave Blood Games an A-. But yeah, very, very surprised with that. It's just, I don't know what it is, man. Smaller, low-key, smaller budgeted movies, working with what they have, trying to give you all this entertainment, whether it's eye candy and then comedy and then a thrill ride, a violent climax with such a limited small budget. It's just way more impressive to me than a big budget CGI piece of shit that you're going to forget the next day. But that's how I roll. Everybody's different. All right, guys. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I got to wrap it up. Errands to run. You guys are awesome. And thanks for hanging out. Hopefully next time we do StreamYard, the chat won't just disappear. But hey, this kind of worked, bootlegging it here with the phone. I just can't highlight anything. But hey, you guys are all awesome. Thanks again for watching. And if you guys are unaware, I got the chance to interview the Sadness director, Rob Jabaz. So check that video out if you guys are interested. I just uploaded that to the channel today. Keep watching movies. That's right. All the action films, martial arts, baby. That's right. Straight up action thrillers, action exploitation. Enjoy it all, from big budget to small budget. As long as it's entertaining, that's all that matters at the end of the day. You guys are awesome. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. We might have some reviews this weekend. Maybe. We'll see. Take care.